Hello. In this lecture, we're going to know more about the remote I/O. How can we create new remote I/O and how can we configure it? As we can see in our project, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 remote I/Os. Each of these remote I/Os has a number of digital analog input-output cards. So if you want to create new one of these, it easily can be done from the catalog on the right hand side here. But first, let's go online with the CPU. I want to show you some properties of these remote I/Os. How to go online with hardware? We just click on this one, online or offline. So we'll go to online, give you some warning, says the data is offline different than the data online. That's alright. I'll just press OK. Now I'm online. So I'm online with the hardware configuration. There's only one thing I forgot to tell you about: how to stop the CPU. If the CPU is running and I want to stop it from running or want to restart, how can I do this? If I just highlight this CPU and then go to the PLC operating mode. Currently I'm in the run mode. I'll just press stop, give you a warning, says do you want to switch the module to stop mode? I'll say yes. Now it is in stop mode, PLC stopped. If I go again and see the module information, it will show stop. If I want to run it again, I'll say operating mode, which type of restart, cold restart, warm restart. I'll just say warm restart. It's starting now, it is run, and then close this. I'll show you some more information about that restart. It's being stored here. So it says in the buffer, in the diagnostic buffer, it says I asked it from new startup stop caused by PG stop operation, so I asked it to stop, and then new startup, which is manual warm restart, and now it is in run condition. Okay, going back to the remote I/O, I'll go to the offline view, which is that one. I want to add new remote I/O. I will go to the Profibus and then I'll select the remote I/O type. In our example is it's IM153. I know IM153 is under this category, which is ET200M. I will just say, do you want to execute the component? Okay. I'm gonna swap it. No, I just want to add it. So I'll press here. Okay. And then add new one. Okay, now I'm adding new one. It asks me for the Profibus address. All the addresses here are in sequence, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. I'll put next address. It says give you 11, 12, 13, 14 up to 125. I can put up to 125 remote I/O. I'll just take the following number, which is number 11. Which type of network you want to be connected to. I will say the same network, which is the dewatering. The properties of this dewatering is this data, network settings, and so on. Okay, I'll press OK. Now the new remote I/O, which is node 11, has been added. Okay, now I added the remote I/O. I give it an address, and then I will start adding the new I/O modules. Which type of I/O modules we want? Let's start with digital input card. So I'll go to Siemens 400 digital input card DI. I'll just select I want 24 volt 32 channel with 24 volt DC. Put it where? Put it here. So just double click here. Let's see, put it here. Should be right. The analog belongs to another product family, slot 11. Okay, close. Yeah, and product family, we can choose this one. Because IM153 is 300 and we're trying to put 400, that's why we're gonna use this one, because we have using signal digital input. This one here. Okay. Yeah, it gave me that fault before because I was trying, because these remote IOs are for 300 family series, and I was trying to put 400. That's why it wasn't working. So I used schematic 300 and then used this one. So yeah, great. We have digital input card. Put another digital input card, okay, and then put 2 digital output cards. Let's say which one we want. Just 24 volt DC. I want DC. I don't like AC cards. I put this one. No, we can insert this module with IM153. This is not compatible. We can get all the information from the catalog here. Okay, which one? Can try this one. Okay, 2 digital output card. Each one has 8 channels. So this one has 32 channels. This one has 8 channels. And then I'll put 1 analog input. To see which one is compatible with this type of racks, you need to go online with each type of module and see if it's compatible or not. That's not our scope now. Okay, we'll try to put another 2 analog input and 1 analog output. Okay, 1 analog output, please. Let's see. This one looks good. Okay. Yeah, make it 2 analog output. So we have 2 cards from each type. Okay, so now it's working. We add it. Okay, but as we can see, this is not being saved. This is not being stored to the PLC. So first we have to save it, and then we have to download it to the PLC. But to download it, that will cause the CPU to restart. So usually we can't do this while the PLC is running. We need the CPU to stop, which means to stop the whole plant. Just put in your mind. Okay, it will say put it here, press R2. Okay. Okay, do you want, now it is in stop, do you want to start the CPU, complete start? Yes. Okay, go online, make sure this one has been stored. Okay, I'm online and that one is running, no harm. If I go to the PLC, select the PLC and then goes to, we see configuration. I'll see now it says stop, it is in stop. Why stop? Because of some error. We'll try first to start it and see if it works or not. If it's not running, so we need to do something. Currently switch is run, so we need to start it. Okay, close. Shall I put it, go to simulation. Simulation now stop, I'll put it in stop and then to run. Reset the CPU because okay, it's stored and then started, now it's starting. Okay, and then download everything to that CPU, okay, including the hardware. So now downloading all the software and hardware. Do you want to load the system data? Yes, yes. The system data hardware is not current. Yeah, I want to make it the current one. Now it's running. Going to stop it. Yes, stop it. And now, now it is running. Okay, no error, and it's running module. Go back again. Make sure nothing wrong. Now it is in run mode. Beautiful. And then module information. It is in run mode. The buffer says all good. Okay, so now our new remote I/O is configured and running, and how many this remote I/O has many I/Os. some digital, some digital input, some digital output, some analog input, and some analog outputs. We have 32 digital inputs multiplied by 2. We have 8 digital outputs multiplied by 2. We have 2 analog input each, and we have 4 analog output each. Okay. One more thing I want to mention, that each of these modules have an address. So we have here 32 channel. Each channel has an address starting from I, because this is analog, I input, I 76.0, and then 76.1, and then 76.2, and then up to 79.7. And each channel of this, the address start from 80.0 ending by 83.7, and so on. And this one starting from 64.0 ending by 64.7, which is only 8 signals, and this 65.0 ending to up to 65.7, and this analog 736.0 up to 739.7. Not 7, sorry, this is an analog, so it doesn't end by decimal value, just 736 up to 739. This is only 2 channel, and the same as here and same as here. So if you want to refer to any of these input, we go to our code. Let's create new network and say, for example, we want to refer to the first channel of the first analog input card. So which the address is 76.0, I 76.0. Okay, very easy. I'll just create here. I'll just type I 76.0. So this is the first channel. If this equal 1, what's gonna happen? Q 64.0 equal 1. Okay, so I'll just put a coil. I'll say Q, what's the address? 64. Q 64.0. Okay, so this is the first analog digital input channel, and this is the first digital output channel. I can assign names or tags to this channel. How? Very easy. I can just right click, go to the offline mode, okay, and right click and then edit samples. So 76.0 I'll say first DI, okay, and then second DI, and so on. This is the first DI, okay, and this the same here, edit samples, and this is to say first DI. Okay, so if you go back here, we'll find just put it again, just close it. Just I want to show you how these samples reflect back in the code. So if you open let's say the emit, and then I put new network, let's say I 76.0. There was a mistake. Because what happened is we have now 2 projects. One is training and there is another project. So actually I did a mistake that I configured this new remote I/O on the other project, not on the training one. So make it a practice, and we create another one in the new in our project. So just close this one in our training project. Close this one, and then we're under training. I'll open the hardware. Okay, you will find here we don't have all this network, we have up to 7. So I'll just create another one. So just create another one. I will create quickly, make it as a practice. So 200M, in that network I will add 153. Address number 7, number 8, okay. And then we have here, I'm gonna add a new input output cards. So I'll put 2 digital input, 32H24 volt, okay. And then here 2 digital output, make it DC, I like DC, okay. And then 2 analog output, make it 4, and 2 analog input, okay. And then we will say I52, just save it, okay. I will edit that one, edit samples. I'll just I52, I'll say first DI, and then this is gonna be phase DI. Okay, save, yeah, save, and then we will download that code into the new PLC, because the running PLC here does have the other project. I want to put that project, not the other project. Okay, I will just download everything. See, okay, exists, yes to all, yes please. You want to load, yes please. Stop, yeah. Hardware, yeah. Stop, blah blah blah. Okay. Now I want to make sure it's running. It's running here. Go to the hardware configuration. Go online. Okay, load. Yeah, very good. This one is good. So this is the first, and then I will start doing my modification. Yes. Can you close this one, please? Don't save it. I'll just reopen it. Okay. I'll add new network, which has 1 input, 1 output. Our new input and our new output is 52.5. So I52.5, I52.0. You see, it's phase DI. That's the sample we assigned. And then phase DO is 40.0. So I'll just say Q 40.0. Phase DO. And then we can just save, download. So now both are used because this 0 is this 0. I'll just toggle this one, modify to 1, now it is 1. So if I go back to the online, I will monitor. Go to the monitor and modify, I will see the status of each one. Go to monitor mode. So the first one is true here, okay, and the first one I just want to monitor this one as well. It should be true. Phase DO is true. Okay, true, true. If I change my code to be modified to 0, go back here, see false, false, because of that little code. Thank you for watching.